All right, well, you asked, we investigated. Dozens of you have contacted us about missing mail.
And tonight, a whistleblower goes on the record about what's really going on inside the Postal Service. Your investigative reporter Jen Horton picks up the story from here.
We all depend on the U.S. Postal Service for information, even income.
We started small, planting tomato plants, okra, some zinnias, and I made an Etsy page, and people started buying them, and I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
Emily Lawrence used USPS to turn her passion project into a full-time job.
I quit my corporate job because I was making more than I was in the corporate job selling these online. And so that was my dream, just to bring live plants where people could start their own gardens.
Plants grown here shipped across the country.
California, Nevada, yes.
She relied on 2-day shipping to connect with her customers.
I noticed my 2-day priority that the customers were paying for, it ended up being 4 days, sometimes 5 days. And I just knew, I would tell them ahead of time, hey, your plant's delayed. It's probably not going to look good when you open the box.
Often the plant would be dead on arrival, forcing Lawrence to issue a refund. The clerk at her local post office would even try to help give a heads up.
And she would say, hey, Emily, I don't know if you want to ship these today because they're short in the distribution center, and I know packages are sitting there.
Ultimately, those delays cost Lawrence her business.
2024 was it. I thought, I'm in the negative now.
Issues with the mail in the Birmingham area are well documented on WBRC, the Office of Inspector General, and now a whistleblower from inside the organization.
The public deserves to know the truth about what goes on a daily basis within the Postal Service.
They ask us to conceal their identity over concerns about retaliation. The allegations, stunning.
Would you say this is still a secure operation?
Absolutely not. The mail is not safe. The employees are not safe.
Only coming forward after they said the USPS lied to WBRC about backed up mail in late 2024, telling and showing the issue was all clear.
They were never cleaned up. It's my understanding during that investigation that the mail was moved from one location to another.
Were the investigators aware that a second location had been taken out?
Yes, they are aware of the second overflow location. I have direct knowledge that there were safety complaints filed in regards to the overcrowding. They cleared the aisles so that the fire marshals could come in and they would pass the inspection.
A complaint we heard from many of you. Packages delayed by weeks. The tracker showed the boxes at the Birmingham Distribution Center where it would sit and sometimes travel to multiple states and back before delivery.
It's as simple as a package going down a belt line that is already scanned to drop into its container that's assigned to a zip code, and then it's placed on a truck and transported to that zip code.
Except when this happens. Our whistleblower says workers will put these boxes on any truck to attempt to clear the facility, delaying your delivery.
It just needs to move off the floor.
Yes. During certain types of investigations, we will find that like a whole box of mail would go to the wrong location.
This spring, Lawrence's boxes aren't in this mix, and she's still sick about it.
Know how many lives they're impacting. If you saw my garage, there's still thousands of boxes where I ordered them thinking I was going to continue the business. And it was huge. It was really big.
Now Lawrence is growing microgreens and selling at local farmers markets. No shipping involved. If the Postal Service could get this operation in check, Lawrence wouldn't hesitate to relaunch her business.
Yes, and people want to grow their own food. Because of the prices.
The whistleblower says it's a complicated problem that requires more leadership and accountability across the board.
There are cameras in those processing plants, and the leaders have access to the facilities 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So a simple walkthrough, a simple conversation with the on-the-ground supervisors and management should clear up any day's issue.
Their allegations align with the latest Inspector General report in 2024 that found 40,000 pieces of delayed mail in Birmingham. The report says it'd been sitting for days, noting that number wasn't accurately reported by management through internal systems.
At each level where there's a breakdown, there should be accountability. And that is what you will not find.
Many of you tell us you aren't getting consistent mail, WBRC included. We're told the carriers aren't given enough time to finish their routes every day, and then that mail goes back to the facility. The Postal Service denies everything, even saying right now the mail is running on time, something our whistleblower says they can disprove, going as far to say around a quarter of local carriers are the only ones consistently finishing their routes. Jen Horton, WBRC 6 News, on your side.